inside things that are just more intimate. And so we launched the company December 1st of 13 months ago, against the better advice of everybody who's a consultant in networking and all the partners. Probably the dumbest thing that you could do is launch a networking company in December. Everybody tells you wait till January because everybody has their New Year's resolutions. They want to lose weight, make money. It is like suicide because if you don't get traction right in December, where are you going to go? You're dead. And I wanted to make a pretty bold statement, and that was without violating any contractual agreement, without doing any buy-ins or fly-ins, right? If you could invite your neighbors over who none of them had ever done any, and in your kitchen stand in front of them and say, try this product, I think you'll like it. If you don't, there's 100%, because we only had one drink back then, one juice. We were in a juice war. Try it, I think you'll like it, and if you don't, we'll give you your money back. And if it catches, whether you like it or not, the way the White House was won, you have something that's going to be beholden for years and years and years. And that's what happened. I mean, it was truly amazing. And somebody told somebody and told somebody. By the third month, we had grown faster than Facebook did. It was truly amazing. And then it just got really, really insane. So what we do, again, is we provide high-quality products, 100% money-back guarantee, so there's no financial risk, even to try the products, or on the distributor side, we don't charge shipping and handling, and then we pay every single day. We cut a check. Anybody get paid daily? I mean, now I bartended, and I waited tables, and I bussed tables, and I got tips daily, but does anybody else get paid daily? Yes. I mean, I've been everywhere in the world. I asked that question. Nobody. And we pay daily. You know why? It's your money. You've earned it. These other companies that pay monthly, they're making money off the float. Your Zangos, your Monavis, they pay 45 days in the rear, 2 weeks in the rear, even your employees. You get huge amounts of money and hold it for 2 weeks, right? You earned the money. And this company is not my company. I can't stress it enough. It is not my company. I'm the least most important person, okay? A networking company is owned by the people who are bringing sales into the company. So, Jen, it's your company and my company. It's our company collectively, right? And it's if we're all, just give me the phone, let's sign them up.
Yeah.
This would be a great person.
And we can talk to them later tonight or tomorrow. I'm happy to do it. Seriously.
Yes.
Jen will tell you. But it is not my company. The attitude of the past is in the networking is these guys are in high security vehicles and they treat people like whatever. No, I mean the most important thing is sales of a company, right? And so it's my job to develop better products, pay daily, do international expansion, provide the tools when they're needed, and then also be able to tell you no if you say, can you do something, and I can't do it, right? And if we take that attitude, is another reason why we're having so much success. And it's attracted people that in 20 years I'd be in rooms and I'm like, I wouldn't even want to associate with half the people in the room. The professionalism that this has attracted is, it's staggering. I mean, and I love hanging out with the people. We go out to lunch, dinner, drinks, whatever. It's really, really neat. It's really, really cool. And one other thing I was going to say on that, but so if you think of something you want, no problem. Let us know because we'll try to do it and accommodate it. Same thing when the company made so much money in the first quarter, we made so much money in profit that we didn't know we were going to have. Because when you test run your commission roll, and we did it on live servers, we were going to be at a plus or minus about 3% profit margin, which is well within the bounds of operational business. Well, we came in on the high cash side, and we could have kept almost $1 million at the board meeting and bought new houses, new cars, every one of us, because of where we came from and because my angst of getting hosed as a kid, right? I was so upset. I would not let that happen to anybody again. We took all that, every penny, we committed to keeping what we're going to get paid, right? And taking every bit of profit and putting it into what we created was a passports program, which is an actual passport that we give to you. And we want, it's like the executives got to see the world, let's let everybody else see the world on our dime. And other companies start a travel program at $50,000 of referred sales. And that's what's called structural referred sales, meaning we have a little family tree called a unilevel. Anybody that you refer into this business, and they have no financial risk. It's like your kid, they're on your first level, right? Your first generation. So if you refer 3 people to Singular, you have 3 kids. If they refer 3 to have 9 grandkids, everybody with me? It took me a while to get this. Now I have a kid, so I get it. 27, and we pay 8 generations deep. So the more kids you have, the more great-great-grandkids you have. It's real simple. Other companies force you not just to get the volume, but then they make you get 3 who have to get 3 who have to get 3, or they make you get all these title requirements, and then they send you on a trip at some crazy, usually starting at $50,000 in sales. Our attitude was, at the earliest threshold, let's take people so they can see with their own eyes what's going on. So at $10,000 in referred group sales, without any major structure at all, we take you and a guest, 5-star accommodations to Sundance. Robert Redford, was it not great? Awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you for the support, because spousal support is very important. We go to Sundance. It's Robert Redford's, just California cowboy cool place in the mountains. It is awesome. Creeks running through it, 5-star accommodations. It's beautiful. And oh, by the way, come on to the home office for a half an hour so you can see with your own eyes what makes the wheels spin, right? And it becomes believable. Our executive staff has 245 years of international networking experience from 4, actually now 5 of the top companies. Of the 10, our executives have run those different departments, from chief financial to director of customer service, ran Tahitian Noni, one of the fastest and most successful, Marinda. She runs our customer service. Glenn Oliver ran 4 companies, Unicity, USANA, Nature Sunshine, Zango, and Monavi, took them international. He's director of international and chief operating officer. Mark Walker started as the order taker at New Skin, right? And then 7 years later was running New Skin all over the world. So everybody in that office knows what they're doing. You get to come by, meet them, and see them. We've outgrown 3 offices already. It's just crazy. So that's at $10,000. At $15,000 of group sales, we send you to the next quarterly event with $500 in cash. So Puerto Rico, right? It paid for 68 people to go to Puerto Rico, the 5-star El San Juan resort. Everything's paid for when you're there. At $20,000 in group sales, it's a select U.S. trip to, it's sort of like a clandestine meeting where you get to meet the other partners, have dinner. That was Chicago, right? The Fairmount Hotel, the presidential suite, which was killer.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. And then, you know what? Go have dinner, learn the backstory, and then go have a heck of a lot of fun, because we work hard and we like to play hard. At $30,000 in group volume, it's another $1,000 in cash for the next quarterly event, which we just announced yesterday in Nashville, at one of the most killer places I've seen there, and the Grand Ole Opry, and a boat dinner tour. I mean, it's killer. At $40,000, it's a trip anywhere in the world we are or will be doing operations, which is 38 countries, by the way, totally seamless. That includes Canada, Puerto Rico, which is still America, soon to be Dominican Republic, Australia, New Zealand, and every Eastern and Western European country, with a manufacturing and shipping facility in Latvia and customer service delivery. They get their delivery faster than we do here. It's crazy.
And what was that?
And that's
Latvia?
Out of Latvia is where the warehouse is. And so we just had the first group come back from Australia. I'm taking another group next month or the month after to Australia or New Zealand, anywhere you want to go. And that's, by the way, $600 spending money, 5-star accommodations. $50,000, you've already been on all these trips. The other companies might start taking you. Then it's a Caribbean cruise, 7 days, 6 nights, upgrade outboarded cabin for 2, airfare spending money. That is going to be in May in the Caribbean. And at $100,000, it's a trip to the Atlantis Hotel, but not in, the Atlantis Hotel, but not in the Bahamas. It's in Dubai, right, to the Middle East. And we already have people that have been on or qualified for all these trips. And you can read in the newsletter that we post the rank advancements that keep going. It's a ticker tape of what the company's doing. And it's not, when we started the company, I had to sell it, right, and paint that vision of where it was going. I mean, again, I can't make it up. You go home and look at our website, and we fly the flags real time of when people sign up. And we are the only company that I've ever seen, and I'm sure it might have happened at some point, but November and December, networking companies allocate, and so do distributors, to be down 10 to 12% in November, 15 to 25% in December, because you got a week off for Thanksgiving, and then in Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and New Year's. We grew by, it was like 12% in November and 20% growth in December. And now that was a huge indicator of what's happening. And our growth now, the signups are going crazy. And you can, again, look in the back office and it's like, you either want to be a part of it or watch it go by, because I'm telling you what's happening. It's not maybe it's going to happen. That's our travel and incentive program, and it's all wrapped around the wildest thing, which makes us so unique, is the compensation plan. And I'll fly through that and try to stop talking. It's just so much information.
That's good.
But it is like the invention of saying electricity compared to the candle. Okay, there are still candle makers out there, and they make money. That's fine. But you know, when Ben Franklin was standing there with the kite, who makes more money, the power companies or the candle companies, and by what extreme? And it's the same thing between the horse and buggy of 250 years ago, or I was picked up in a beautiful black Mercedes, a car, okay? Every 10, 20, 30 years, and somebody's gonna come up with a better mousetrap, I promise you. But in this 15 years, nobody can touch what we're doing, nobody. It's not even close, because we have a backbone and infrastructure already in place worldwide, and we control those assets, software, and server and technology base. Anybody that even tries this has to farm out their technology, and that is darn near impossible, because I watched these companies try it. I flew all over the world to integrate finance, shipping, currency conversion in 1/100 of a second, real time, when somebody in Australia signs somebody up in Puerto Rico, who signs somebody up in Switzerland, who gets somebody in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, to have the currency converted in their local currency accurately, immediately, ship the product within 3 to 7 days, do the bank reconciliation, customer service, and manufacturing on the back end, right, seamlessly without anybody, and pay daily. You can't just do that, right? And so because of the time that's gone into it over years, we can do it. It's such a great story that's being written. But so the comp plan, what's so unique about it is this: 2 different types of general commission structures that have been out there. One was called a unilevel, like I was talking about. It's just a family tree, right? Nobody will ever do a traditional unilevel ever again, never. Like your Amway, Mary Kay, Nu Skin, Herbalife, Zango. They're not bad companies, all great companies, but their comp plan is now archaic, seriously, because they make you get 3 who have to get 3 who have to get 3, and have correspondingly a volume of sales. So you have to have what's called structure and gross sales, right? Our attitude is we're all grown adults. Why make you jump through hoops? Why not just say, hey, if you refer business, we're going to pay you for it. It just makes sense. And we'll max out the comp plan. So we have no structural organizational requirement in our commission structure. We have no structural organizational requirement, meaning you could sign up one person, and this has happened a lot in our company. We have a ton of them. Somebody signs up one person who gets 10, who gets 15, and they've only brought one person in. In any other company in network marketing, they could never max out the comp plan. They probably wouldn't make more than a couple $1,000s. There's another company, the top earner was making $580,000. The person who signed that guy up could not get over $12,000 a month because he didn't go build the structure. That's ridiculous, because the company didn't have to qualify itself to get the $20 million a month. You see what I'm saying? So why make the individual, right? The company and the owners get scored out, but the poor son of a gun has to, they can never happen. I don't think that's right. So you're able to make a large retirement money and max out the comp plan with no structural organization. And it would be the equivalent of flying, from New York JFK to Los Angeles International via Nashville, Tampa, Tucson, Denver, Phoenix, and then you get to your destination, or flying direct nonstop in first class. Nobody, given the choice, would choose structure. I mean, out of 100 people, none of them would, unless they want the frequent flyer miles, because I did that once. That's why somebody wouldn't do structure, okay? In terms of a binary, which is nothing against a binary. I used to own a binary, okay? But that's before everybody knew the pitfalls. The pitfalls of a binary is you have a left leg and a right leg. Well, 70% of the people that are in a binary can never make money because they're on an inside leg or the inside of an inside leg, and it's totally a rigged system that gets a few people really rich and the rest of people, I can't believe it's not illegal yet. I mean, somebody should do something about it. But you know what? What goes up goes down, because you can't make up stuff in networking. The truth always comes out. And so these companies, one that begins with a big M, was one of the fastest growing companies up and is the fastest company I've ever seen disintegrate. and it's every binary. No binaries have made it more than 7 years. So at the end of the day, we're a unilevel, which 19 of the 20 companies that do $1 billion or more, right, and have been around 20 years or more. That's our backbone and what we ride our comp on. And so we're built to last. But we have a component where every single person that joins the company, whether that they're in your individual family tree, right, every single person is placed one below the other, below the other, below the other, in one straight line, and you're actually given legitimate credit for the people's sales. Now, apples to apples, we just don't give away money, but it certainly is highly motivating when people look in their back office and they see the recurring, the ability to collect money out of the bank by simply saying to their friend, here, Tracy, try this little sample product. I think you'll like it. I don't know anything about it. Call my friend. And I'll get to that in a minute, how you can do this without even doing it, without taking any time away from what you're doing. And so we take that straight line of the company and we total it up, and it's the total of our sales in a month, and we total up the sales of our company and we take 12% of the worldwide sales, gross, off the gross, and put it into 12 bonus pools at 1% each. Other companies take 3% and they cram it to the full-time networker, right? And the average person just cannot make money. Again, our attitude was, if you get your sister, your brother, your cousin, and your neighbor, little Luca, right? And you get them an extra 70, and then 120, and 300, and $1,000 a month in addition to their daily pay, they're probably going to get really excited and tell people, and that's what's happened. The other thing about 12% off the top is, you know, most people don't have international contacts, whether they're in Europe, back to America. So when a company before would go international, and 70% of a billion-dollar company does international, nobody gets the benefit unless you sponsor the person in Hong Kong who sponsors the person who sponsors the person in Hong Kong, right? It's deflating for the rest of the people. But here you could never, you know, leave Odessa, Texas, or Sacramento, California, or Toledo, Ohio, not know anybody outside your region. And because we easily allow you to get into these bonus pools, then you never have to leave your own location, and you are actually running a worldwide business. And that's why Jen was saying, maybe these people in Puerto Rico that are going nuts are not in her family tree. She is grateful beyond belief because 12% is paying her money. And as we've started to grow and these bonus pools are unlocking and paying people out, you wait another year, it'll be sick, the amount of money. It's already getting great. And it's fun because everybody is really rooting for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
The more you peel the onion back, the better it gets. I love doing what I'm doing. There is not a time when I go to these events where I'm working from 6 in the morning to 11 at night, and they're at the pool having bears playing volleyball or doing whatever. I mean, all over the world. But people's bodies are being affected, their pocketbooks are being affected, and to do it, my bit of advice, and then I'll stop, we can do question and answer, is the less you do, the more money you'll make. And it sounds so counterintuitive, but the people above you should work for you. Most people in networking think, oh God, the person above me is going to make money off me. Well, you think that way, quit. Okay, seriously. I was taught, and it was tough for me to learn because I'm a creature of habit. So I thought I'll go do it my own way, right? The psychology behind this business is very easy, but if you're not coachable, it won't work. People, your friends don't want to hear what you have to say. It's just like, you know, my girlfriend, after a year, somebody else told her something that I've been telling her the same thing. She's like, oh yeah, did you hear about? I'm like, you seriously aren't telling me that right now. And you all know what I'm talking about, right?
Our kids either.
Yeah, if you tell your friends about this great thing, they're gonna shut down. So the only thing that you have to do, and it's great because it should take any of your time, and I learned the hard way. I talked to 20 of my friends, 18 of them said no, the other 2 got in. Then they duplicated what I did. They went and told their friends, nobody said yes, they all quit. And my buddy who had made millions of dollars says, if you listen to me and you write 2 sentences down, and then you totally change how you operate, you'll get very wealthy. And so I just committed to not just listening, but acting upon it. It was a joke. It was like 2 sentences, and you can write it down. It's like, you call your friend and you say, Sarah, have you ever heard of a product and company by the name of Singular? She will say no, right? And the next thing is, Sarah, you've got to hear what I heard and talk to my friend, Mary Jo. Or for me, it was Greg. And you're done. That's it. They will ask you, tell me more. The inclination and the kiss of death comes. Well, I've known my friend for 20 years. it's this juice and this weight loss product. Everybody's in a straight line, fresh new company and networking. I'm not interested. Right? If you say 2 sentences will make you rich, because curiosity will get the cat. They're going to want to know. I can't even, you got to hear what I heard. You put them on the phone with somebody else, all of a sudden, they're 500 miles away, a stranger, and their friend's going, really? Oh yeah, I'll do that. Plus, there's no risk. Everybody will say, Jen will say on a three-way phone call, you know, Monica, right? Hey, look, here's what happened to me. Try this product. You can't lose your money. Everybody in the world's going to go below you. We're not going to charge you shipping and handling. And if you want to do something, we'll pay you daily. People generally don't say no to that, and then you don't have to worry about, I'm sure you're busy and you, sir, are busy, right? I never understood the compensation plan. I never looked in the back office. I didn't have a business card, which I wouldn't recommend. Now I think business cards are important. I didn't have CDs, DVDs. All I found out was that all my friends that talked to Greg, they would sign up. And then I would talk to their friends and their friends, and my friends' friends, just like Facebook, right? And that's all I did, and he made me so wealthy twice. And I looked at it that he worked for me. I mean, 24/7. If I want to do a phone call, I didn't care what he made. It's what can he do for me. So, you know, find out who referred you and use them like a wet noodle. And if they don't want to do it, keep going right up the line, right? Or call me. I'll tell you who can help you out. Because everybody in the company helps everybody else. It's so totally unique. Yeah, that's my advice, because there's no 2-hour training and there's no, you know, Saturday stuff. And the other thing is, I do not like doing meetings. Like, I'm not a big fan of somebody coming to a meeting as a guest, because they then think they have to wait till the next meeting, right? I like meetings for people who are involved in the company already. So you get to know me, I get to know you, and we learn, right? And I can teach you what I've learned, and you can tell me what you want to have done. But if all you do is a 3-way phone call, and you teach people that they'll never have to leave their house, they don't have to go meet for coffee, they don't have to go to people's house for a tasting party, everybody will duplicate. They'll do it. They'll do it like crazy. And you ask all the fastest growing groups who used to do meetings, nobody wants, they got, you know, 3 kids, a husband, a wife, you know, trying to make the payments. If you take them to coffee and show them this business, the first thing they're going to think of is, gosh, it looks great, but I'm not going to go take my friends for $7 at Starbucks for an hour out of my day. If you do nothing but put them on 3-way phone calls, it will exponentiate. And now with Facebook, perfect case in point, you can just really do really well. So I will stop yapping. I am eternally grateful for all you guys, because I really do love what I do, and I cannot stress, by the time I come back here, you know, make a decision to do something with this, because, you know, I'd hate for you to have, you know, that story that everybody has. My grandpa just passed away. Till the very end, he could have owned all the McDonald's franchises east of the Mississippi. He just didn't act on it. So thank you guys very much. And
Awesome. Thank you.